Testing, testing, testing. Welcome to the Crypto Boss Ninja channel. Let's get started here on Bitcoin. So we're going to look at the Fear and Greed Index before we go any further. So that is what we're going to do right now. And yeah. Right now, the Fear and Greed Index, we are sitting at 69. Yesterday, it was 72. So we are still in greed. I think anything above 80 is extreme greed. So technically, right now, we've gone down a little bit. I am expecting a bit more of a pullback for Bitcoin. So we'll see what happens there. If you guys are not already watching me on YouTube, go check it out, Crypto Boss Ninja on YouTube. That way you can see the full screen. And also, feel free to join our Telegram group. It's free to join. The link to join that is in the description or my bio on TikTok. And without further ado, let's get started here on Bitcoin. So Bitcoin right now on the weekly time frame. Let's kind of see what's going on. I am going to record this. Testing. Alright, so let's see where I see Bitcoin going next. Right now on the weekly time frame, you can see that we are overbought. And we are due for a pullback. I mean, the Bitcoin weekly chart can't get it any more overbought on the 3-day or on the weekly chart. And the daily chart is trying to make a higher low, it looks like. But you still more downside on the daily chart. Now, the 4-hour chart, let's really zoom in and look at the smaller time frames. Our next support to the downside looks like we are going to touch it is going to be 35,940. That's what I have as the next support. And that is what I'm looking at for the next support at the downside. Below that, I am looking for some support off of this box that I had here drawn from a few live streams ago. Maybe it was about a week ago. There is support down there at 33,000. That's actually at 34,100. If you lose 34.1, I'd be looking for 33,340. And those are the downside targets short term. Also, if the 4-hour chart loses this level at 35.3, that's going to lose the 21-day moving average. And then you usually, when you lose that, usually you come down to the next 200-day moving average, which is at 32.7. So I would not be surprised at all if Bitcoin did see eventually the lower $30,000 range before making another move to the upside, because the weekly chart might need to reset before we go any higher. Just be cautious about that. And I'm in a short right now on Gala as well. The 1-hour chart for Bitcoin is, and it already did lose the 200-day moving average, which was at 36,770. It's about to lose the 200-day moving average, which is at 36.2 basically. So that's what I'm looking at for Bitcoin. I do believe I'll be live next Saturday at 7 p.m. Central Time. I believe Bitcoin will be $33,340 or lower in 5 days from today. So that's kind of what I'm looking at. And actually, I won't be live next Saturday. I'm going to push that to Sunday night like I did last week. But that is what I'm looking at for Bitcoin, is a move down to $33,340. So I'll be live next Sunday at 10 p.m. Central Time like it was yesterday. But that's what I'm looking at for Bitcoin. Short term, I'm not super bullish, and that's why I'm in a short. And if you guys enjoyed this video, appreciate it if you hit the like, subscribe, share this video with your friends. I'll see you guys in the next update. Alright, so that's what I'm looking at. I'm also in a short on Galacoin. I'm in a short on Galacoin. Right now, Gala is at 217. Thank you for the follow. And thank you for the follow, demons. So that's what I'm looking at. I'm in a short right now on Galacoin as well. I'll post a video about this as well. So I'm in a short on Galacoin. I just want to talk about it really quick. Galacoin looks to, a lot of altcoins look kind of bearish. Weekly chart, mainly the reason I entered this was actually based on the weekly time frame. Weekly time frame is overbought. The 3-day time frame is overbought. The daily time frame is trying to make a higher low, but the daily time frame can make a higher low, then get a rally up. And if there's no buys coming in, as long as you don't get above 26 or 25, that's a lower high, and then a daily chart can dump again and make a lower low. So that's kind of what I'm expecting, is a lower high eventually when this gets oversold on the daily time frame, and then a lower low. We'll see what happens. But the fact that weekly chart and 3-day chart are overbought on Gala is not good. Your next support at the downside is 17.5. If you don't hold 17.5, I could expect a move all the way down to 12.52, and then if you lose that, that's a new low. So it's not rocket science. I'm just looking at the price levels to watch, and right now it looks like it doesn't look super good. We'll see what happens. You know, you never know. But if the daily chart can put in a low and then make a higher high, then that will negate my short. But my stop is at break even, so I can't lose money on this, and we'll see what happens. I entered at 23.18, and actually since then I'm up pretty nicely. I think it's a 10 or 15x, it might be 10x short on Gala. So really the next level to watch is 75. If you lose that, keep it simple. Your next macro level to lose would be 12.5, and if you lose that, you can see a massive capitulation, because that has been your low for the bear market. And are you going to put in a new low? I think some altcoins still could put in a new low. that's what I'm looking at for Gala. With that being said, that's all I got. If you guys enjoyed this video, appreciate it if you hit the like, subscribe, share this video with your friends. If you guys have requests for other videos, let me know in the comment section below. So, if there's any requests, let me know and I will do them. But that's just kind of what I'm looking at. Bitcoin doesn't look good. Gala doesn't look good. I know a lot of other altcoins probably don't look great either. This one though, I'm still looking to enter long on this trade right here, which is Galfa. Not even a trade, investment. But I'm waiting for it to possibly come to the bottom of the pattern, maybe around the 30 level, 28 level, 29 level for Galfa games for a living. Daily chart is putting in a higher low. That's a good sign, but the 3-day chart is about to dump on you. There's another day left in this chart, so I'd be cautious. And the weekly time frame, I think, is overbought as well, so I might have to wait on the sidelines a little bit here to enter a trade on Galfa, but I do like my chances on this longer term. So I'm still watching Galfa, guys. I've talked about this every live stream for the last few weeks now. I believe Galfa will do pretty well. Appreciate if you guys hit the likes, and if you guys have a request for altcoins, let me know in the comment section below. Otherwise, with that being said, that's what I wanted to go through. I expect the fear and greed index to continue coming down, although usually you don't get a massive pullback until you see extreme greed. I think in a bear market, though, or the beginning of a bull market, you don't have to get into extreme greed before you see a nice pullback. And I do believe Bitcoin is going to come back to the low 30s, maybe as low as 30,000. I don't think we lose 30K, but again, I'm not going to go off of what I think. I'm going to go off of what the charts are telling me. And right now, the charts are telling me a move down is most likely. So, yeah, I'm just going to keep it simple, and that's what I'm looking at. Also, Atom coin is another one I'm trying to invest in long term, but the 3-day chart hasn't even started dumping. The daily chart has started the dump, so we'll see what happens. I think a lot of these altcoins are due for a pullback. That's also a rising wedge on the daily time frame. That always comes back. I mean, rising wedge is usually 90% of the time, in my humble opinion, from what I've looked at, come back to where they started, which is at 610. And so really, this could... I think Atom is about to put in, that's a lower high in the weekly time frame for Atom. I think Atom is about to put in a lower low here on the weekly time frame. So I'm still not buying this long term until I see something more bullish, until I see the weekly time frame put in a higher low. If that were to happen, and if you don't put in a new low below $6 and the weekly time frame gets oversold, then I would go in heavy into Atom. But until that happens and puts in a higher low, I really can't buy Atom right now. But so Atom and Galfa are the ones I really like for this next bull market. And I like Atom because you can stake it. But that's what I'm looking at. So yeah, keep it pretty simple. Can you guys not hear me? So that's kind of what I'm looking at right now for the crypto market. So if you guys have requests for altcoins, let me know. Otherwise, I will be live. I won't be live on Saturday of this upcoming week. I will be live on Sunday at 10 p.m. Central Time because I'll be out of town again. But that's what I'm kind of looking at. We got no one watching on YouTube. But anyways, that's what I'm looking at. And I'll be live next Sunday at 10 p.m. Central Time. And then, of course, Monday at the normal time. With that being said, guys, that's all I got. And a pretty quick stream, just going over the market. I do see a pullback coming. And, yeah. That's all I got. With that being said, guys, I guess I'll end the stream unless we get some more requests. If not, I'm going to end it, and I'll be back live Sunday at 10 p.m. Central Time. Thanks, guys, for joining. Join the Telegram group. It is free to join. The